What's one thing that you think women will never understand about men?
I don't understand men at all. Priority. With respect to emotions, you can just turn it on and off. I don't think we ever understand that. Women always have something going on, but men can just zone out.
Why do you all act like you cannot listen to us? You literally ask what we want and we tell you, and then you're like, what do you want? Again.
Men are also a bit emotionally unstable, but women most of the time expect them to understand things which women don't really elaborate about their moods or something like that.
Okay.
I don't understand the fact that men can sit simply without thinking anything.
They too feel about the stuff that we feel like, okay, just because I'm a woman, I feel like this. Maybe the guys also feel like the same, but we have to understand them.
How much actually they are into gaming, like you have to give them that space, you know.
Consent is something that men, Indian men and anywhere, I'm not just judging Indian men and all. Everyone should think about first.
They think women are simple, but men are actually more complicated than women.
For me, I am a very functional person, and I think women, I don't know if I'm generalizing people, but yeah, I think women go more based on the emotions that they feel.
I think sometimes men just don't think through their brains. Like all the blood rushes down there and they start thinking through their dicks. And I think it's a bit extreme because women get quite confused by it and quite annoyed by it also. And people don't talk about it much, but it would be really nice, especially during things like sex, that people actually use their brain, men actually use their brain to engage emotionally also, and not just, get what they need and not think about the woman.
Why do the guys keep doing this whenever they saw any girl?
I don't think women understand how important video game competitiveness is. Yeah, I think that's
quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty big deal.
Probably the hardships that we go through is what I'd like to say. I don't know.
Like what?
The thing is, we work really hard for them. It's not like we work for ourselves. We love family, so we do everything for family, and women do most of the thing for themselves. So I don't think they'll ever get what we think or what we do.
A lot of women sometimes don't understand that, not all, that sometimes men actually just, those small things that matter so much to us, they don't think about them that much because somewhere it's not a big deal to them. So I think one thing that I will never get around is, that elevator rule where they tap the elevator before they walk in. I don't know who invented that, but I will never understand why it's such a big deal.
They won't understand anything.
If you could trade lives with any influencer or content creator for a day, who would it be?
I don't want to.
Her name is Riddha Tarana.
I've actually cut myself off of all the influencers that I follow because I feel like their lifestyles are really fake. So I don't know how to answer this question.
Her charm is something very different, and I love how much she's very onto the world. So I would like to trade off her life.
The Rebel Kid, Pearly Money. It's a content creator from Kerala. The way she's being with her life, the way she's treating her own life, it feels so nice to be. If I had a chance to be like her, I would be so glad.
I like the one I am right now. I don't want to change my life with anyone.
No one.
Ashi Khanna, I really like her.
Rebel Kid.
I knew that.
Yes, any day I guess.
Ashish Chanchalani. Nicole LaPera, Dr. Nicole LaPera, she runs this page called The Holistic Psychologist, and the work that she does for people is revolutionary.
I think it would be Mumbai Ka Nikhil, because the way he programs his life, the way he lives his life, spending a quality time with his family, balancing his lifestyle, I think I would switch it with Mumbai Ka Nikhil.
I would trade lives with Elon Musk. I think he's a content creator in his own right now, and I would love to see what a day in his life looks like.
I'd go with Andrew Tate. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but yeah, the knowledge that he has, it's crazy actually.
Dev Rayani, I want to lick his brain clean, you don't understand. He edits so well. I want to be him.
What's one habit or trend that you think we all are going to regret in the next 10 years?
Netflix and chill. Vaping.
Sweeping the floor with baggy pants.
Habit or trend of vaping?
Anything pants that's skinnier or anything that's skinnier. I think we are regretting our choices with that, but something that's too ankle, I think that.
I think consumerism, buying a lot of stuff.
I think swiping reels whole day.
Drinking?
Skinny jeans.
Overconsumption. So these days everyone is running behind aesthetics and everything. So I guess we are going to regret this overconsumption, the trend of overconsumption that is going on social media right now.
AI.
Situationships.
Being super hyper individualistic and, not connecting with our community enough, and also living in like a very, especially in India, we live in a very caste-dominated system where anything different is just not accepted. And yeah, I hope we can all break those things and just love each other as human beings before anything else.
The fame that they are showing, the lives they are showing on the screen right now, which is not really real. That maybe later in life they're gonna realize that this is not me. Maybe I did this just for the fame or just for the screen, and my real life is really a mess. Or maybe it's just normal, but I just showed myself in a different way to people.
Spending on materialistic things rather than investing on yourself. Like you see most of the chapris, they buy iPhone even like on EMIs even if they can't afford it. And the people who can actually afford it, they're like go with a normal phone. So
I would say the Gen Z language right now. I think this whole hawk tour thing.
Oh my god, yeah, the whole brain rot thing. Yeah, that I feel like people are gonna regret that. Yeah.
I hope they do. I hope they listen to themselves like 10 years after and cringe at themselves so bad. Because that's me right now.
I think we'd probably end up regretting not taking rest. This hustle culture, I think that's gonna have a major downfall because we need to kind of pause, take a minute, see what we're feeling, feel what we're feeling. A lot of us don't feel what we're feeling. We tend to intellectualize our emotions. So I think, yeah.
Who's winning the social media game right now? Threads or Twitter? Threads.
Twitter, maybe too much gossips, I guess.
I think it's Twitter because Threads is a part of Instagram, but the main platform of Instagram is more popular than Threads.
Threads.
Twitter for sure.
Twitter.
I would say Twitter as well.
Threads. Twitter.
I say Threads. I don't use both.
It's 100% Threads.
Twitter.
I'd say Twitter.
Definitely Twitter. I think I'm an Elon Musk fanboy. I don't want to say fanboy, but I've learned not to bet against him. So I'm definitely gonna go Twitter.
Twitter.
If you could invent an ice cream or a frozen yogurt sundae inspired by Bengaluru, what all would go in it?
I might get cancelled for this, but mint chocolate chip.
I think black currant drizzled with a lot of dry fruits.
Vanilla ice cream with chocolate on top of that gulab jamun.
Blueberry with strawberry yogurt.
Brownie with vanilla ice cream and nuts. Coconut and avocados in it.
Chocolate chips and chocolate swirls. You know those tutti frutti flavors which have a lot of like sweet flavors in it, and like one bite and you like taste like 5 different things at the same time? That's Bangalore for me.
I'd say vanilla with strawberries with bananas.
Bisi belle baat flavoring, yeah.
Swirlio, a frozen dessert brand like no other. Located in 4 different locations in Bengaluru, 7 in South India and 1 in London as well. And oh man, the pistachio Rocher sundae is my personal favorite. And I have to say, this is the only authentic frozen dessert brand providing authentic acai soft serves, which is widely used by professional footballers and athletes in their daily diet. A superfood packed with nutrients and exotic fruits that can keep you pumped up before your session and after for recovery. So what are you waiting for? Go give your taste buds a feast now.